Welcome back, you guys. It is the Sneaky Leak podcast. I am your host, Elaina.
And I'm your other host, Janelle. And as you can see, it's just us two today. A little solo.
And Coco.
And Coco.
And Coco, per usual. Somewhere.
As always, Hen is still in Portland.
As always.
I love that it says it on our note.
It is. Henny's still in Portland.
But she should be coming back soon.
Soon, yes.
Real
Henny will be
soon.
making her grand return.
But as always, don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms. Instagram, Sneaky Link Podcast. Okay, we are well over 10K. Not well over, but a good over.
We are.
Yeah. YouTube. YouTube, Sneaky Link Podcast. Go ahead and pause it if you're listening to us and go watch us for a change. You know, switch up how you like listen to us.
Yeah.
Because, you know, maybe you might like watching us instead, or maybe you are just an audio person. Because half the time I kind of am too.
Really?
I like audio. Like when I'm walking the dog or like when I'm in the car. It's not that often that I actually watch a podcast anymore.
Yeah. I think it depends. I think it definitely depends. Like with the syndicate with store credit, I feel like it's something I definitely have to like watch.
Yeah.
But like with Horrible, I feel like I could do both. Like on my long drives to my parents, like I could put it on and like listen, or like sometimes if I'm home in the morning, I'll like turn it on YouTube. So then I'll kind of watch it and just have it in the background. So I'm gonna do both.
I can watch Complex Sneakers.
Oh yeah, I love.
I can watch the guys, and I can watch. Well, there's this nerd podcast that I watch called listen to called The Midnight Boys, or like the Ringerverse.
Oh yeah, you told me about it.
So I like. They just started on their YouTube, so like it's nice to like watch them now, because I've only been able to like listen to them for the past like year or so since I started listening to them, and stuff. Yeah, so. Watch or listen to us. It actually really doesn't matter as long as you're supporting us in any type of way. Like it's all very much appreciated. So thank you as always. If we haven't told you guys lately,
thank you guys.
You know, yeah,
y'all have really been showing up and showing out for us lately.
I
feel like we've been getting a lot of love.
We have.
It was crazy because it started out with a lot of hate.
It did. Like heavy hate. Real early.
Now we just getting all the love. So you know what? I feel like maybe some people were like, if you can't beat them, join them.
Might as well like them now. Can you fucking imagine?
I mean, just whatever. That's so funny.
What we got on?
What do we got on?
Start it off.
I sure shall.
Okay.
Oh my God. I'm in like my little chipper white voice today. I have on Joe Freshgoods, Aged Well. I don't know what number these are.
You asked the wrong person too. Is it not on there?
It's not. I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
992.
Yeah, here we go.
992. There's it's always
like, we're still learning, guys.
Yeah. Actually, these are nice. It's my first time wearing these. I was hesitant because I feel like I wanted to wear something more like spring color, but because these give kind of fall, because it's like a warmer neutral, a little bit of the blush, like. But I really like these. Threw them on with my Capital socks. They match kind of perfect, to be honest.
Do, yeah.
I love these Capital socks. Love Capital. Just some regular little Fashion Nova jeans, probably, or shorts, and got my Bad Bunny Un Verano Sin Ti long sleeve World's Hottest Tour. He premiered his NPR Tiny Desk concert this morning. So
that's what that was.
Yeah, shout out Benito.
Why is everyone posting him?
I know.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I was really excited. It was a good one. I woke up at 9 a.m. and watched it. I was like,
so you knew it was already coming out.
Yeah, it had been in talks for a while. Like I remember seeing tweets like a few months ago about like Bad Bunny being in New York and like doing Tiny Desk, and then and then they had like kind of confirmed it, and then like I think last week they said it was happening over the weekend, and then actually I believe it was Cheddar who gave us sent us the shoes.
Yeah.
He had messaged me this morning and said he got invited and he didn't go. And I was like, what?
Why would you not?
What? I would have been there. I would have dropped everything.
Of course you would.
I would have dropped everything. But what do you got on?
So I have on Bima's Sauconys. Don't ask me the silhouette. I do not know. But
I'm trying to think of all the Saucony silhouettes that I do know I'm on.
Yeah, I'm not privy to these silhouettes yet, but
yeah,
this is a one comfortable ass shoe. I wore them to Boysenberry Fest.
Cute.
Past week with my friends and
3D grid.
Okay.
Claima, Hurricane Claima?
No, well, that's his that's his podcast.
Okay.
Claima Stories. Obviously they're purple.
Yeah.
So Boysenberry Fest is all about purple and stuff. So I was like, oh, these are perfect. And they were comfortable as fuck. And I love them. I have, where are these pants from? I think they're from Urban Outfitters. And I have on a Masterminds Connect. Shout out to the homie Marco who made our logo. I'm always going to big him up for that. But he made this Powerline shirt, and today is the 30th anniversary of when a Goofy movie came out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 30 fucking years.
I was 6 years old.
We were just talking about this in our group chat because I guess Bad Boys also came out today as well.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah, so they came out on the same day. I was a wee 5 months old when this movie came out. And
that's crazy.
And then I was like, oh, my homie Dimitri was 3 months old when it came out because he was born in January.
Yeah.
And I was going to ignorantly ask, did this movie come in theaters? Because I don't know it.
I feel like I remember it did.
Yeah, it
did.
But I watched it when it was already on VHS. And so that's how I remember watching it, just in my house, watching the movie. But I never knew that it actually came out in theaters. And so there's actually a new documentary out that came out today as well on Disney Plus about how they made the movie and just
cool.
the whole behind the scenes stuff about it and everything like that.
I want to watch that.
Some of my homies are in it too, so.
Oh, I want to go see
I'll probably watch it later, even though I've been trolling them about Powerline and stuff, just because in the Disney community, I just feel there's been so much Powerline and a Goofy movie shit just pumped out in the past 4 or 5 years, and I'm just we need to give it a break.
Yeah,
we need to chill out. I'm pretty sure he's tired. A Goofy movie is tired, okay? We need to chill out. But I'm giving y'all to the end of this month because we are celebrating 30 years, or this year. So by 2026, we need to nip it in the bud. We need to just cut it out. Come on, we just gotta cut it out, okay?
Cut it out.
Please.
I'm done.
Give it a break. Glasses, Ray-Bans, because the lashes are not done right now, and they're going to get done tomorrow because I'm Coachella prepping this whole week. And by the time this episode comes out, I will be half naked in the sun, in the Coachella sun. Hat is it New Era?
Oh, I don't see a New Era. Yeah, it is. It's
okay, New Era. A Mickey hat.
I'm it's Mickey.
Yeah. I knew that. I just didn't know if it was on I didn't know if it was on a 47 or if it was a New Era. But yeah. So yeah, because I did get this when I was working at the New Era store, so perfect for me. Ketchup?
Yeah, let's get into ketchup.
Ketchups.
I need a coffee. I'm going along. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys.
Did you have one this morning?
I did, but it wasn't
it wasn't perfect.
It wasn't perfect. I feel like I should just make one. But I'm considering yeah, ketchup. What was last week like? We actually we went live last Tuesday. We recorded on Monday with Barlow's. Last episode was really awesome. And then we went live on Tuesday. We got to have Henny there. That was really fun. It was a really good conversation. There was a lot of comments. Can you get out of the frame, baby?
I know. I forgot to autofocus
Geeky
it.
butt.
He's just all in the. Oh my God. Yes, we had our live. I did it while I was at Disneyland, guys. Sorry about that. I when I watched it back, I was like, oh yeah, the audio, especially towards the end, was like a little bit more crazy. But next time I'll be at home in our sneaker room. I liked our little aesthetic though.
I know, that's what everyone.
I can see the vision when we all three of us come together.
Come on,
gonna look real cute.
Yeah, that's what I had gotten the feedback from a few people, and that's what they were like. I loved how the sneaker rooms were, and everyone. I mean, ode to Bianca, because I feel like she was one of the first ones on live doing that.
Oh yeah,
so and she was in the live.
Oh yeah, B
shout
was
out
in there.
B.
Shout out to
fucking Matt.
Okay, yes, Matt hopped on with us. That's like the closest he's gonna get to fucking coming on right now. Barlow's hopped on, even though he was our guest and stuff. He wanted to hop on and say hi to him.
Yeah, say hi. We got Kari on.
So make sure you guys can watch back our live, because he talked a lot about what he was doing at StockX and just a lot of the new StockX technology that they're using right now to verify
the
your
shoes. The X-ray machines.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So definitely go onto our Instagram, follow us, and watch back the live. It's about an hour long, so it's almost like a little episode, little mini-sode.
Yeah.
It
was cool.
And yeah, it was really good.
I had fun with it. I can't wait. Next one will be Tuesday the 15th,
yes.
7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. East Coast time.
Be there, be square.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'll see which one of us is gonna, because I took over the Sneaky League page and then added you guys, so we'll see who will do it next time.
I am from Coachella.
I know. Are you excited for Coachella?
I'm very excited for Coachella.
I'm kind of I have a little FOMO, but not a lot. I just want to be out there. I don't even want to go watch any of the artists. And did you see the Travis is performing?
Yeah, I did see that.
I was like, okay, so he's closing out.
Fucking made him a headliner, because he's taking on that. He's going on at midnight on Saturday.
Yeah,
and that's usually the headliners.
Which is really crazy, because the issue of curfew and noise ordinances. Oh yeah. Because Frank got in trouble.
I remember
they shut down something early.
Beyonce, was it Lady? No, Lady Gaga's this week. Damn, who the fuck was it?
I forgot who it was, but they got it was by 1:30 or whatever, 1 a.m. They're wrap it up, noise ordinances. That's the one thing. I love the desert. I love the desert, but I just hate the noise ordinances out there. Even when you get an Airbnb, it's don't be playing your music loud outside. It's there's a lot of rules. Yeah. Oh yeah. They're in my Airbnb last year, I had a really nice Airbnb. They had a device that picked up the sound in the house. So if it got too loud, they were texting.
Are you serious?
They're very, very strict about the noise.
That's so
and
crazy when
stuff.
You have one of the biggest festivals in your freaking city.
I know.
Two in a sense, because they're Stagecoach as well.
And it's throughout the entire desert, because it's Palm Springs is the beginning, Cathedral City,
even Palm
Desert, and then Rancho, Coachella, Indio. Yeah. So that whole area, all the Airbnbs are like that. Some people let you get away with stuff, but basically they don't want a bunch of noise. Which is crazy. Wild. I know.
But yeah, I did see that Travis was closing out Saturday. So I don't listen to his music, so I don't even know if I'm going to be there.
Yeah. So. Travis is, I remember last time he was there and he performed, and it was really awesome. I enjoyed it. That was, I forgot what year. 2017? Yeah, that was really fun.
My homegirl Court was in one of the mosh pits and her wig fell off. And it's an iconic picture. We always pop up in our group chat every year just to talk about our Coachella memories. That's funny. It's just so funny.
I remember I was on a little bit of shrooms, and we were walking to where Travis was, and I'm recording, and I thought everyone was behind me, so I put up the camera and I'm this, and I look and I'm where'd everyone go? I was just by myself. I was oh, okay.
That's crazy enough. He was in the smaller tent too.
He was off on outdoor. I think it was. Yeah, he wasn't at main.
He wasn't even on the main stage.
He's at main this year though.
Yeah. I think so.
I'm curious to see what the is he doing clothing there? I mean, I feel like most artists always have clothing, but I feel like wasn't he designing something?
It's he was just curating the desert, so I don't really know.
Oh, he's just curating the vibe.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess we'll see when I get there on Friday.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the highlights. Like, I just want to be in the desert. I don't want to be at Coachella. I really was like, I should just get a room. I should just go to the pool.
Are you?
I don't know. Probably not, but I want to. Oh. I'm tempted.
It's just a vibe.
It is. And it's going to be so warm.
It is. Like, I can't wait. I just feel like I haven't really been in the sun and I just can't. I can't wait, man.
I mean, like spring has literally sprung in Los Angeles. It's been so nice.
So quick. It was just cold as fuck last week. And I'm like, it's like 80, 90 degrees this whole week.
It's been crazy. Like the sun is shining. The birds are chirping. It's beautiful.
Oh my God. It's a Q2. Let's go.
That's literally how it feels.
Literally.
But also, so we did the live. I don't know what else I did during the week. I've been training for continue to train for the Nike After Dark tour in June, 13.1 miles. I mean, I'm still hating it, but it's okay.
What did Leah just do?
Oh, that's what I did with Leah on Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was going to talk about that. So I went to Nike held like a small pre-training type of event. It was this past week over at, what is it, like LA Historic Park, like over by Highland Park a little bit up that way. Mm-hmm. Where they had the big family food fest. Big park area. So like they took, so they took over like that area. It wasn't like huge, but it was like a good amount of girls. It was like basically like a workout / run. We just like checked in. You were able to check out and like try on the Pegasus 18, which they've been pushing. Honestly, I bought the shoe. It's really, I needed a running shoe. Like I needed a shoe to run in. It's really nice. It's really comfy. I'm obsessed with it right now. I got like a good, like at least 25 miles on them at the moment.
Oh shit. That's good.
So yeah, I've been keeping up with my running. I got to go running after this. I'm not looking forward to it, but I got to get it done. Yeah. I think I'm going to go on the treadmill today because I just don't know. I'm like, I don't want to be outside. And it's supposed to be 6 miles. So it's supposed to be a long run. I know I'm just trying to stick to this training program.
You got it. Everyone send your good energy.
Yeah. So it was really fun though. We did like a little, like a strength training workout with one of the coaches and we did like laps and it was just kind of really nice to just be around the girls, have fun, get the energy. They had like a little post kind of party. Somebody, I forgot who it was that was DJing. And then they had like, they were giving out free stuff and they got press on nails that say like run. They're like Nike Run.
Cute.
They're cute. And then they had like some other stuff going on, but it was already like 10 o'clock. So me and Leah went and got food. Yeah, because it was it started in the evening. No, it started in the evening. Okay. And the run is like after dark. So it was kind of nice to like get the feel of running at night. So I was like, oh, my eyes have to adjust like to find stuff. I was like, oh, okay. But
that's nice.
Yeah. So I'll get into like the rest of the run stuff later in like the news. We'll finish catch up. But that was really kind of my weekend. I celebrated my friend's birthday. Nothing crazy. Yeah. Not too much though.
Okay. So like I said, I did go to Boysenberry Fest with a couple of my friends, and that was really good. Boysenberry Fest is one of my favorite Knott's Berry Farm Fest. The food options were a little different than last year, but still equally good. Also had a Disney trip, as you guys saw if you were on our live. And that was actually really fun. It might have been one of my favorite like visits. Because I told my friends that like I want us to go to the park when we don't have like any obligations to like do anything. Like a lot of my like a lot of us, like a lot of us are content creators, so sometimes like some of them will get invited to the parks to like do stuff. And even though we all have like passes now, you know, sometimes it's a birthday or like whatever. And I'm like, let's just go without like just zero obligations. No one's inviting us, you know, we don't have all this content to fucking make. Like, you know, like let's just go to like hang out and chill, you know, and just have like a vibes type of day. Cause we love vibes. We love the vibe trip. So it was a lot of fun. Yesterday I went to Century City because remember last week when I was telling you about the Marc Jacobs thing? So I guess every weekend in April, Marc Jacobs is doing like this thing called Bark Jacobs, where they're giving out complimentary pet portrait paintings on any leather bag that you purchase over $250, I think. And so that's what I did. Me and my friend Jasmine, we went to the Century City one because I was the only one in LA that was offering this service. And we almost went to San Diego to do it.
I remember you saying that.
So, but she told me to put my name on the wait list for Century City just in case. And I was like, okay, I did that. And so they called her up and was like, yeah, like we have like some extra room now. You and your friend can come by. And I was like, perfect. We don't have to fucking drive anywhere. Yeah. So we did that yesterday. I ended up picking out this like red, you know, they're the tote bags that they have. Yeah. So I got a red one and I got Chopper's face on it. Also, it is Chopper's birthday today.
Happy birthday,
baby's 3 years old. And I thought it was perfect because like I got this bag for me, but with him on it. So
in honor of him.
In honor of him, you know? So it's like a birthday present for me, but with him. So, you know? But I was gonna like choose like this like brown bag that they had, but I thought like his brown fur on the brown bag wouldn't like really work out until I saw the red one. I was like, oh,
how did it look? Cute?
It's so cute. I'm gonna insert picture here, but I'm also show you when we're done recording. Yeah. And then my friend Jasmine, she has two Maltipoos, I believe, and she got both of her dogs on like a black bag, so it was really nice. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I kind of did this week. This coming week, I will be prepping for Coachella. So, I got my nails done.
They're cute.
Nails are done. Thank you. Nails, lashes, hair's getting done on Wednesday. I gotta get a wax. Gotta get these toes done, and then I'll be good. I gotta pick up my outfits too. So yeah. I will also be in the desert with Crocs and JD Sports. So shout out to them. And also come find me if you happen to be listening to this and also going to Coachella weekend 1. So yeah. Any pickups? Did you pick up anything?
No. I had a horrible week in sneakers. I took L after L, and I'm still upset. I'm still fucking upset. Pissing me off.
The thing is, I told her she could not be upset though, because last week she fucking picked up her Verdi's, okay, and she got the SB 4s, the navy ones, okay. Yeah. So she can't be too upset.
I can't be that upset. But I'm just more, we're going to get into the Neon 95 stuff, but that shit really pissed me off. For like
that was such a weird release.
Such a weird release. And then like on top of that, like, you know, Union and Undefeated not even having small sizes.
Yeah.
Is really annoying. We'll get more into the 95 thing. I tried for a few spots for the Udos, took an L, set my alarm for sneakers, slept right through it. So that's that.
So I hit on Udos, on sneakers, fucking crazy. Only because though I had to get Chopper up early to get his birthday cut at 8:00 in the morning. I was up at 7 and I was like, oh shit, Udos come out this morning. Like, let me try.
I'm so mad. I
look at the sneaker gods. Look at the sneaker gods. Thank you.
Good for you. So happy for you.
I also have been thinking a lot about the summer solstice like Sauconys that I had talked about like last year.
Yeah, you got them?
So I ended up getting them on feature because they were like they were on sale, but they were like a 5.5. So I kind of like missed out on the 6, but it's fine. Like I just really wanted this shoe and no one else had like the shoe in my size, let alone on sale. So I was like, I'm fine with the half size down. It's no problem. But I've been thinking about them a lot, so I was just like, fuck it, let me just pull the trigger and get them. And then shout out to the homies at JD Sports because I got my hands on the Rare Air Jordan 1s.
Those ones are really nice. I'm
so happy about those.
I want the 4s. And then
really?
Yeah, the 4s, I like those 4s.
Okay.
But did Matt have on the 3s in the live?
Yeah.
And then I think I seen like the next day or whatever, like then like I
did
seen
somebody screenshot?
I don't think it was Matt's, but I seen somebody else posted images of the 3s.
Okay,
I think. So I was like,
whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what any other releases like
What's even coming out this week?
Have you checked on sneakers? Because there's like a lot of really cute purple shoes that made me think of you.
What? No.
I seen these Saunders in purple that are really cute. Look at these Saunders.
Wait, those are
I know.
cute.
I was like going to send these to you. These are like all Janelle. There was this. And then look at the Spiridons in the Concord.
What's up with all these purple shoes?
I know. I was like, and then like the DNA came out in the purple, but I was like, oh, they got some purple vibes going on.
God.
But the Saunders, this purple Saunders,
are so cute.
hydrangeas, the fucking flowers, and hyperbole. It's a very pretty purple. I love the gradient. I mean, we've seen that in the Saunders before.
Isn't that what Barlow said last week?
Yeah,
Nike,
yeah.
What's up? I hope he got his DNAs.
I hope he did too.
we have to follow back on that.
Yeah, but even this like Concord on the Spiridon is really pretty.
Cute.
So
I like.
Yeah, some cute. I popped on sneakers, trying to see if there's anything I might be able to get.
Surprisingly, the Udos weren't a draw. I thought they were going to be a draw.
Really?
Yeah, but it was literally a first come first serve type shit. I was like, okay, I see what you did there.
But okay, let's get into sneaker news. We're already kind of talking about it, upcoming and stuff that's available. I'm going to talk about this first just to get it out of the way since I kind of was already talking about the After Dark tour stuff.
What's this?
So I put controversy, even though it's not like a huge controversy, but I've been peeping this online because when Nike announced this women's half, I forgot to mention this in the notes too. Very cool. So like Nike's been doing this like women's half marathon for like a very long time. I don't know if it's necessarily been the Nike After Dark tour because I know in 2020 I was like training to do that one and COVID happened. But I have been seeing like a lot of stuff talking about like the After Dark tour because it is like globally they're doing like different cities around the world at different dates.
Okay.
So the first, like they announced this back in January, said it was basically going to be like a draw to be able to get picked to run, like made it seem like it was like super limited, which a lot of people were kind of like, oh my God, I hope I get picked. And like within that, like, Leah, she's been training with Nike and, like you get perks and stuff. And there's a lot of people within LA, especially because the run is taking place in LA up this way, who do know Nike, who are connected, who are part of the run clubs, who are more involved with like Nike running specifically, not just like Nike in general. Yeah. So like a few weeks ago, I went to the first like opening event with Leah and Paulina and everybody. And it was just like a big opener. And I only knew about that because Leah told me because she's been training with Nike and it's like not saying that the events are not for everybody. Not at all. That's not what I'm trying to put out there.
Sometimes they're on the app. You just have to go find them.
Sometimes they're on the app. Exactly. And sometimes they don't really announce it. And I've been seeing, because I've seen some girls post some videos from that and then like the event from Friday. And I keep seeing people making comments about like, how do we find out about these events? Like, how do I get invited to this? Why isn't this being broadcasted? I signed up for the race in January. Like, why am I not getting these notifications? And I'm like, oh, I get it. But I'm like, I keep leaving comments to people too. Like, a lot of the people at these events are from the run clubs. Like, a lot of them are.
You did mention that.
Yes. Yeah. So I've noticed that too. I'm like, a lot of the run clubs, I said, if you're on the Nike app, you can look up in events. They have a lot of the running events. Yeah. I don't know if they have those ones specifically because at the same time, like a lot of people probably signed up for these races and like these smaller events can't accommodate everybody. Yeah. On top of that, even the people are like, I thought I was going to get free shoes when I signed up.
Oh,
why would you assume you're getting free shoes when you sign up for the race? Why would you think? Because, and then I understand, like you see influencers or people who are regular runners who know at Nike, who get seated, like certain stuff like that, especially like around the LA and with the community that, Nike is trying to like, promote the run by doing these things. But like people are thinking it's like randomized or like people are just getting sent shoes. And I'm like, this isn't how it works. Like, I don't think you guys understand like the gifting and seating. Like it's usually typically like somebody knows. It's not they just randomly picked a participant and sent them. So like very, very rarely does that, happen. But I've been peeping that and just like kind of responding to people. On top of that, I think the first race, I forgot where at, was starting to take place. And they talked about the medals that they're getting because when we had to pay to sign up.
Yeah.
So, and now we're like, that was, we're going to see Doechii. It's like your concert ticket. You pay for your bib and your medal. So I thought it was really cool because it doesn't look like a traditional race medal.
Okay. How much was the race?
I think it was like $50 or something. It wasn't horrible.
Bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Let me see. Did I take a screenshot? I hope to God I did. I know.
I need you to post these pictures.
I have much content that I have not posted. Dude.
Wait, those shoes look. I mean, I just see the shoe picture, but
yeah, it came out really good. It'll pop up. I know, so good, huh?
Oh, these are the Pegasus.
Yeah, and this was from the run. Okay. Yeah, they're actually really nice.
That's a really cute picture. Man, yeah. I need you to get it together.
I know. I have a lot of stuff I can post, and I just have not. I'm gonna find this dang necklace because you're gonna like it because it looks like a necklace. It looks like a swoosh.
Ooh,
and it's really pretty. Some people are kind of like complaining, but I'm like, this is fire. Like I would wear this
outside.
Fun. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I think to the like normal person, they just don't understand like the way. Oh God, I saw that. Too.
I hate that girl style. I hate that girl. No, every once in a while she'll pull out something fly. Every once in a while she'll pull out something like that's kind of cute.
This is not.
I hate that girl's fashion sense. Like this is the totally off subject from what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is like the epitome of what is wrong with like people having so much access to like fashion pieces nowadays. Is just like people just buy the most. It could be a really cool piece and throw it on with the most ridiculous thing in the most ridiculous way and call it fashion. Like it's not fashion, girl. Like I understand elevating your style, but like that shit just looks stupid. I'm not showing the picture or the girl. Sorry guys. You guys can figure it out. She likes to go to Dodger games. Okay, so then...
But yeah, okay, yeah. So like to the regular person, I don't think they understand like the way.
Look at this.
What's it called? Oh, that's cute.
It's so cute. It looks like a shoelace. Bitch, I'm wearing that shit everywhere.
Yeah, what? Like, I did my race, but look at my little
But one of the things in the comments when I started discovering,
that's cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna like keep it like this. One of the things in the comments, though, that I discovered, they said they used to give out Tiffany necklaces for the women's half marathon back in the day. Nike did. And I seen multiple people post about this when I looked it up. The Nike after, like.
Not someone saying, I don't want to wear a Nike.
But look at this. This is fire.
Girl,
look at this necklace. Look at this.
Oh, that's hella cool.
I'm obsessed.
Send me that video. Maybe I'll just screenshot
this one
or screen record that. Yeah, that's
really cool.
Cute.
I think this is. I can understand people are like, oh, they used to give out Tiffany, but
that's the thing. I can see someone reselling
that
this
shit
metal.
Is fire. Like, I want to know who does what jewelry designer
that's
or who
so cute.
specifically.
It has to be a woman because.
But see, this was she said like this lady I seen. She has all these medals. She's a runner, and it's this necklace on her. It's a Tiffany necklace. Look.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah,
and it's cute. It's dainty enough to like literally wear out.
Yeah, because Tiffany silver is like it's good silver. Yeah, I think most people are just harped on the fact that it's Tiffany, but I mean Tiffany silver is like it's affordable. Silver can be affordable, but I understand like it makes it nice. But how cool?
Dope.
How cool? Maybe the more you know.
Run. What the fuck?
She said, maybe shit. Let me go out there.
Get some Pegasus, my damn self.
Sure. I know. So just a heads up in the running world. I'm there. Oh my God. Like I sent this to Nat and them. Where is it at? I bought a vest and running glasses.
I can't. Oh my God.
But no, those Nike glasses are actually really fucking cute.
The glasses kind of cute though.
Yeah,
too,
the glasses by themselves are just cute. Yeah. Anyways, we're moving on. Okay, so we didn't talk about this last week. I haven't seen images. I just seen it in headline that Kith is doing a holiday 95.
I didn't see images at all until I didn't even know this was a thing until you said.
I swear, I'm hoping it wasn't an April Fool's.
Oh no!
I'm so pissed that people are still posting April Fool's bullshit.
That's annoying. Do you know that the Ronnie fake thing and Supreme was fake? That's not a real thing. He's not.
Oh, I didn't. What was posted?
They were saying that he was going to be the new creative director for Supreme. But it was all in April
Oh, that would be crazy.
That would.
I mean, this was posted on the 29th.
Just a few days before the fair.
It says Ronnie Feig and Kith return to spotlight with a brand new Kith Air Max 95 collection launching holiday 2025. It commemorates the 30th anniversary of the Air Max 95.
Ronnie.
Yeah. I mean, they keep talking. We're going to get into this then following this. I don't know what. Oh, it says the collection is expected to include 3 bold colorways, black spruce with red, olive, and then midnight. No images, but just yeah, we'll see what those look like.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm loving the 90. I mean, I know it's anniversary, so the 95's having a moment. I love the 95.
So going into the 95 then, because we're also going to talk about that release because you are very upset about that. But I was listening to the Complex sneaker podcast, and the guys were talking about, you know, this release and everything, and Brendan was talking about, well, he wore the shoes, so they were comparing like the bubble and stuff, and honestly the bubble's not that much bigger. It's so weird that they call these big bubbles, and like
it's just like
you really
millimeter.
That's the whole thing in itself. But they were talking about, why didn't they make that the shoe for Air Max Day, because this Air Max Day was so lackluster.
It literally, so many people said that even prior to the release coming out this week, like during Air Max Day, so many people said like Nike dropped the fucking ball on releasing this shoe for Air Max Day, making it an Air Max Day moment. It's, you know, like they said, the 95s, it's the 30th anniversary. Like this would have hit so
hone in
well.
on that.
Like even, I don't even think, okay, because like for my 2018s, because I didn't get the 2021s, I think was the other one that came out. I didn't get those because I was like, my 2018s aren't that old, but I wear them a lot. And like, I actually have a matching Nike jacket that's neon that came out with the shoes.
Cute.
And I'm like, we didn't even get any
apparel.
Yeah, any apparel.
But you did say there was a bigger release.
There's supposed to be a bigger release.
Yeah.
So like following all this, like to that point, drop the ball. They should have they could have done something really cool.
Or even collabed with someone else on another 95 of something. They could have saved the stashes, honestly, for this year. That
part. I don't know why they didn't do. Because was it the No.
Yeah, the stashes came out last
I know,
year.
but I'm saying like they could have saved the 95s for like this year to go.
Yeah. They could have saved that collaboration to drop this year.
They genuinely could have.
They could have done a lot of things, you know, but again, but also like why? Damn it! Now I just lost my train of thought. Fuck, because they said something about the Air Max Day and that it should have been that. All right, continue. I'll come back.
It's okay. But like I just think one of the things is just the scarcity and creating the hype around the shoe. And I'm not saying just creating the hype. I think Nike is strategically limiting certain shoes to like not just boost the value, but you know, get the buzz going.
Okay, this is where I was going with it.
Okay,
last year when they did the Royals, the big bubbles, then it was at least close to Air Max Day.
Yes.
So that it still was like with the holiday and stuff. Because even though the DNs were last year's like Air Max, like people were still talking more about the ones instead.
Yeah, and especially like with the neon bottom, because it was the 10 years after they did the red.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
it was like multiple things like it all coincided with.
So it still felt more of an Air Max Day type of thing.
Hella happy to get that, just even without the neon, the blue one, because I had been wanting that. I think, what was it, 2017 or something was the last time it came out, and that 18, shit was going for so much. I was on StockX all the time because I was like, I want to wear these to a fucking Dodger game. The perfect blue for Dodgers, and I was like, I want these so bad, and like that was so hyped when those ones came back. But yeah, I agree. Like I think releasing them post Air Max Day was like a little bit of a fumble, and I think in the manner and the fashion in which they're being released is really annoying. Complex really posted the clip with Joe just saying, you know, I understand like, especially for them, they have a lot more access to shoes, and like we have access to shoes, but it's like I don't want to feel like I need to chase a neon 95 around. That's the crazy part. Like you know, we mostly see this for like collaborative shoes or bigger name shoes. Like rarely do we see this for like a retro like this, let alone something that like, where was this energy in 2018? And I know it didn't have a big bubble then, but like, you know what I mean? Like in 2020, I know it was pandemic, but like, why do you guys care about the Neon 95 all of a sudden? It's pissing me off.
So weird.
Like it, and I posted about it. I was like, it's not just the big bubble. Like cut the bullshit.
It can't just be the big bubble.
But like, this is the thing for the majority of people who are still looking at shoes as like a cash grab. You know, any opportunity to like get the like one up on people and, you know, make money off of it, I guess.
JD Sports was also like a retailer that was dropping the shoes. The only JD Sports out here in California that was getting the shoe was Costa Mesa.
That's crazy.
The most random store out here. I get it. It is a really nice JD Sports because I actually had to cover it a few years ago when they opened the store, but like it's so outside of LA. Like I don't think anyone in the OC area out there is really going to be caring about
very random
the shoes like that. Like why did you do it all the way out there when you just opened up the new store in Hollywood, or not Hollywood, in Inglewood, that like y'all could have dropped it there too, or even Santa Monica for that, because actually Santa Monica would have been a way more like.
I wonder if they just wanted to spread it out because they feel like LA always gets everything. I don't know.
It's a big city. Like that's literally why you have all these stores out here to begin with. I don't know how everyone else felt about the whatever store dropped in their state or whatever, but to have Costa Mesa be like that, states look crazy.
Like. Yeah. I took an L in Undefeated. I took an L in Union. I took an L at Notre in Chicago. I took an L online. I was like, why is this happening to me? But also from like what I heard, there were not even really any small sizes. Yeah. Undefeated and Union didn't even have anything under an 8.5 from what was supposedly said. So
that's crazy, man.
Pissing me off on that part too. But also the rumor of, you know, this is going to be a wider release later on this year. They're just creating hype around the shoe right now. And it's supposed to be, I don't know if it's going to be like open the floodgates at the end of the year, or if it's just going to be more stores are going to have access. So
yeah, I guess we'll see.
We shall see. But yeah, 95s, crazy time. I just can't believe it, and I haven't even checked like resale on them, but I think it's like around $300 to $400.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy because it's just like a Neon 95.
Come on now,
such a good shoe. Oh, so Jordan signed its first snowboarder.
Yeah, Zeb Powell. I watched like a clip of his, some like highlight clip. That dude is fucking good, but he also looks like he's having like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and
I feel like most snowboarders, really cool. Skateboarders be on that vibe. Like,
yeah, no, that's definitely
like, you know
true.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Like in sports and athlete, like you're not really having fun in the moment because you're pushing your body to the extreme, and it's just like, and afterwards you feel great.
Yeah,
but like I feel like in those type of sports, like you're really just having fun.
You have to. It was just the way he was like snowboarding and stuff. It was like, oh wow, I could watch him like all day. It was really cool to see.
Okay, now I need to go watch.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, okay, but that's really cool that they're tapping into that and that they have their first like snowboarding athlete, because it's just another way. And he's black at that, like you know, like, and that's crazy because I feel like snowboarding is definitely a more I think a more prominently white sport, only because a lot of black people don't be in the fucking snow like that. So I think that's just really cool.
I think I'm really curious to know why it was Jordan that picked up Zeb and not Nike. Because I mean, Nike does skateboarding. Why? Like, curious as to why the choice was with Jordan to go with snowboarding.
I didn't think about that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to.
Like, I'm not mad at it.
I wouldn't be either.
To that point, like I have seen. Do you ever like see like the Nike snow boots like from back in the day, like the?
I probably have.
Yeah, so I was like, I wonder. Obviously, I think coming to follow is going to be Jordan snow boots, gear, goggles, outfits.
That'd be dope.
We've seen, I think, even with I mean, just seeing all the stuff they put out for like Nigel's, like stuff with the jerseys and like more of like the BMX vibes. I'm excited to see like what Jordan's snow gear is going to look like.
Yeah, that's kind of funny to think about that, because Nigel
Gore-Tex?
has a deal with Jordan.
Yeah.
But like I was trying to tell Barlos last episode that like it doesn't seem like he's making stuff for bikers.
Yeah, yes. I do remember you saying that.
But like for this, it seems like there will be snowboarding stuff.
I mean, I feel like you would have to.
I don't think he's getting like a sneaker.
Yeah.
Like kind of how Nigel got sneakers.
Yeah.
But like there's no biking gear. No Jordan brand Nigel biking gear. Unless it's obviously I'm pretty sure it's coming later, you know.
What would BMX gear consist of?
A bike.
You just wanted them to drop a Jordan bike?
A Jordan bike? Man, that'd be fucking hard. That would be fucking hard.
You know what? I bet you he probably has
like
one.
A helmet or like some
some knee pads, some elbow pads.
What else do you fucking need?
I think
that was a shade. Actually, I'm trying to think what else do you need.
I think that's probably like where the issue lies in there too is kind of like, you know,
you don't
BMX
need as
like
much gear.
Yeah. I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand, but like, you know, snowboarding, you need all like you need proper snow gear.
Yeah. Jacket, the boots. Yeah.
I feel like can go hand in hand with Gore-Tex.
Yeah,
the waterproof.
But that's a Nike thing, or is it just an all around?
No, because there's like Jordan Gore-Tex. Because like they did the Jordan 1 Gore-Tex line.
Oh, you're right. It's just Nike technology overall.
I think it's just like the technology in general. But
okay. But congrats to Zeb. Come on the pod.
come on the motherfucking pod.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to tell Henny to hit him up.
Right, to hit him up. Yeah, maybe he'll reply to her.
Yeah, for sure. We can skip over that.
Okay.
Okay. So Skate Ad actually asked me if we were gonna talk about this. He's like, "Are you gonna talk about the StockX stuff like on the next thing?" And I'm like, what about StockX? Just because
literally, I had no idea.
We had I didn't really know either, so I looked it up because I don't even know Kari talked about this. This is different from what Kari talked about.
Oh, okay.
So Kari, when he was on the live,
I did.
Yes, and I forgot about this. Okay. So when Kari was on the live with us Tuesday, he talked about how StockX is doing a different verification process at their facilities with the x-ray machine. And like, I guess when you look in there's certain things in the shoe that like are like dead giveaways. So it's making it like quicker, more efficient, and, you know, less room for error. But I guess StockX had announced that they're actually they're like rolling out a new program on Thursday. I think this Thursday. So yesterday when the episode comes out, will allow a small number of pre-selected verified sellers to ship the items they sell straight to buyers, allowing for quicker order delivery times. Items sold by verified sellers via StockX Express Ship option won't be routed through the resale platform authentication centers. Instead, they'll go straight from seller to buyer. And this was on Complex from Brendan Dunn. I always do that.
Yeah.
One day I'll get it.
Yeah. Maybe he was so bad that Barlos was our third.
He said, I've been replaced. And then I was like, we could never replace you. Barlos was like, don't let them lie to you.
I didn't see that.
It was funny. I was like, thanks for being honest. He's coming on the pod. Whenever he makes his way to LA, I swear to God, we need like 2 episodes with him.
Oh, seriously. Oh my God, it's gonna be so much fun.
So much fun. I feel like he would be more unhinged on our podcast for some reason.
I think so too. Because theirs is like obviously more like structured and stuff. Like, you know, he can any of them can come on and we can just shoot the shits. I did see this though. I forgot. I did see this on Twitter. I didn't really really dive deep into it, but I did see that they were going to allow some people to actually like sell from their house, or in a sense, like sell from their house.
It goes on to say StockX says that it will enforce strict policies and standards for users in its verified seller program, including background checks, regular audits, and specific training on product listing guidelines. In selecting the first verified sellers, the company filtered out users who didn't meet its standards of timely shipping and reliability. So I'm assuming they're rolling this out to like its top sellers in the beginning.
Vet it out. I think it's going to be people that sell a lot of product through there, And obviously have good, like they said, good timing with like shipping and
Yeah,
stuff.
timing, and
Because
obviously
you can just tell.
a good, I would assume like a good rating of like on there. So
a good level that they have, because they have the level system on there.
Interesting to see how this is going to go, though. Like, I feel like StockX has been stepping it up in a lot of ways. And I brought this up on the live. I know the sound was a little off, but I did ask Kari too. I said, what do you think the reason is that StockX gets the most hate out of all these reselling platforms? Like when it comes to, fakes and everything else. And I mean, he kind of said the same thing I was thinking. It was just like they're kind of like the forefront of it, unfortunately. I was like, in comparison to GOAT, they've been around almost just as long, Yeah. I've heard just horror stories from GOAT the same way from Stock, but I was like, and I feel like too, for a lot of people who are not deeply involved into sneakers only know the basis of like StockX. Like not a lot of people,
surface level.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people who like, even if you don't know, you're like, I'm going to go look on here. I think when you look up a sneaker, if you're trying to find a shoe, StockX is one of the first things that pops up on Google.
Yeah.
I think it has a lot to do with that. But yeah, I think this will be very interesting.
Yeah. It's a nice pivot for them, but also, because God forbid something happens, and something will happen.
Oh yeah,
like they're gonna get so much backlash from it. But that's also to say that they've already dealt with so much shit anyway, so it really wouldn't matter.
The
but
fucked up part about it is like StockX is going to get the backlash for being the middleman in between all of these transactions when it's really the fucked up people really selling fake shoes or the people getting the real shoe and returning a fake. That's the fuck. I've heard of that shit, and that's also, so messed up.
But honestly, this program that they're doing now, it's kind of like OfferUp.
Yeah,
like you're just selling through like their site, but like you could still. The person still ships through them or whatnot. Or I mean, sometimes OfferUp you can meet up, but like Mercari or something, or like Poshmark, like it's almost the same thing, It's just not going directly to them; it's just going directly to you. So, I guess
making
we'll see
it
what
faster.
happens. Yeah.
Well, okay. So this was also very interesting. Steve Stout accuses Adidas AE campaign of stealing.
Did see this.
Yes. Let me open up
I wasn't too privy on what was happening before, but
yeah. It was just
interesting.
Very interesting because it felt, I don't want to say copy and paste. I was like, maybe, obviously the idea was there. Maybe it was paying like a homage to it in a sense. But when you look at them side by side as Complex Sneakers posted, it's literally feels like shot for shot. Like, yeah, I think Steve Stout had some stuff to say. Corey said Nike Fun Police commercial was out before both. Here goes Steve wanting attention. I'm just reading the comments, people. Someone said that's the whole point. They were trying to pay homage, just like his last one was a bite off of the Jordan brand. Okay. Which I think that too. That's like I feel that because he is a direct product of all of this, of like this of trickling down. Yeah. So I could see that, I think a lot of people, creatives in fashion and sneakers and sports and a lot of things that we do, we are inspired by people before us. And we, can oftentimes try to recreate that and like put it back out to honor that in a sense. But this was very, very similar. So makes sense though.
What the hell?
Girl, I don't know. This bitch be popping up on my page and I'm like.
That's crazy. To be a little bit messy though, did you see all the stuff about him paying off the last baby mama?
Wait, who?
Oh, yes. Yes.
And said he didn't want that. Man.
Yeah, it's hard. It's okay. I shouldn't even share my thoughts, but I get.
Because I feel the way I know exactly how you're feeling.
Because like he said he didn't want anything to do with the baby. And you can obviously tell, and that's not to accuse women or whatever, but like it still seemed like she was doing it for the money. Like,
but if women can have my body, my choice, why can't men?
Exactly. No, I
you know
agree.
What like it sucks that it's like that, and people expect this man because he's in a position and he has money that he owes this person. But it's like if you're making it clear from the beginning, that this
you
is
did
not
not want
something,
it.
I don't want no parts in this. Like,
and you still are going through with it? Why? Like,
because you know it's for a cash grab, and that's the fucked up part. I think if it was anything of like, you know, really want, like, it'd be one thing, like, you know what, I just wanted a baby, I don't even need you involved, but like, it's a cash grab, and that's the
and he paid
part.
the $1 million up front.
He said, "Leave me the
for
fuck
the
alone."
whole 18 years of this baby's life. Like, that's crazy, and that's obviously nothing to him because his deals are like. Oh, way more. And
he's,
than that.
I feel like he's not even peaked.
Exactly. He still has so much more money that he's going to be getting in life. Like, it's going to be crazy. But it's also on some like, wrap that shit up, okay? Wrap that shit up.
PSA to all the men out there.
If you really don't wanted to do, and because this is not his first child, also, like it's yeah.
Yeah. When is the male birth control coming out?
No, seriously. Y'all need to wrap it up or pull it out.
Yeah.
Because clearly the pull-out game is not strong at all.
I know.
Oh, so messy.
Right.
But should we get into our unboxing? Because we had a little unboxing question this week.
We did. Do you want to get into the last of... Do you want to do unboxing first? Well, because we haven't talked about UConn.
Oh, yeah.
So we can get into this and then,
okay,
we'll get into UConn Huskies. Won the...
NCAA.
Yes, NCAA. I was going to say the A's first and my brain was like... It's like...
Come on now.
Versus South Carolina, and I spelled Carolina so wrong.
Karina.
Against Don Stally. You know, me and Janelle are not the biggest sports girlies.
Nope.
So Henny was filling us in. But we did see the timeline was going crazy yesterday when they won the championship. Congrats to them. That's a really big deal. I think a lot of the stuff I was seeing about Paige, I don't want to butcher her last name. I don't know if it's Beckers. Yeah. Paige. I know everyone's probably like, these girls suck.
Don't.
Leave us alone. I'm just a girl. I think a lot of people were just like, it was a really big deal for her, like in her 4th and final year to get that championship. I think seeing last year's games with everything with Caitlin Clark and her going to the WNBA and seeing so many amazing women and like Juju and like a lot of stuff happening for women's sports and I know her like injury, but a lot of stuff happening in like women's sports and especially like women's basketball has been really exciting. So I think, seeing that she's supposed to declare for the WNBA on April 14th, they said. I think next season, I think all this has been getting really exciting and it's been really fun. And everything that I've seen about Paige, she seems like a really awesome person, a really cool girl. Just really humble. I like humble people.
Did you see the video of Dawn going around? She's like,
yeah. Henny, and I don't know if Henny is going to be mad that I'm going to say this. I hope not. Probably not, because she would say it. She would have said it. She just said, like, you know, it was time for Dawn to take a seat and need to be humbled a little bit because she had won the last 3 years, which was really awesome. But I think
good things come to a little end.
I agree. But I think it's in times like this where it's like, you know, someone like, and I know it was the whole team. It wasn't just Paige, but I had seen something, and I don't know how accurate this is, but I think because it was her 4th and final year that her team really was like, you know, obviously they want it for themselves, but they were like, we really want this chance, like for her to take home this championship. Like, I seen that and I was like, that's a really like, and you know, that's like a real fucking team. Like, I love that shit. But yeah, congrats to them. Congrats to her. I can't wait to see the amazing stuff she does in the WNBA.
Honestly, congrats to women's sports because the last 2-3 years has been like crazy for women's sports, especially women's basketball right now. Like, go us.
Yeah, women in general. And that Nike commercial is still hitting.
Oh, yeah.
You can't win, so win.
So good.
I actually didn't update that soul searching, so oopsie.
Easter sneakers.
Well, I was actually going to get into like different Easter sneakers if we want to talk about it a little bit.
We can save it then.
Yeah, because I had saved some and then like I was just trying to go over like what are some good Easter sneakers, but yeah, we'll save it for next week, guys. Send us. Oh, we'll do that for unboxing. What's your favorite? What's your favorite Easter sneaker? Let us know. We'll post it on the page. We'll talk about it next week. Yes, por favor. But let's get into the unboxing.
So this week we asked the folks, where are you from and what shoe represents that place? Where are you from and what shoe represents your place?
I am from the res. No, I'm from Morongo, little next to a little town called Banning, right a little bit before Palm Springs. And I feel like obviously it's probably changed with the times. I don't know what represents that area anymore. But I feel like Vans out there was really, if I think about it like a shoe that a lot of people wear, I feel like it would definitely be Vans out there.
That's crazy because I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, like Converse for sure.
Yeah.
The skater shoes. I wouldn't say Nike SB specific. I feel, but that was like during that time when I was in high school. But I feel like when I look at like, I go home, I look at what people, just everyday peoples are wearing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's Vans.
I'm from the Valley, San Fernando Valley. Winnetka, if anyone knows, have any idea where that's at. It's right by Reseda and like Northridge and stuff. But yeah, the Valley in general, like I was gonna say Vans. Like,
yeah,
I feel like I saw a lot of people wearing Vans.
Yeah,
and not to say no one like wore like their Jordans and stuff like that, but like I don't know, in the Valley, if you have a clean pair of Vans, like you're good too. So
yeah, and I feel like Vans. I feel like this with Converse as well is a crossover shoe from every community, from white to Latino to black to Native. But I feel like it's
a California.
It's a California shoe
too. Yeah,
and I think a lot of people talked about this. On here, someone said if it's locally California, Vans and Converse. I seen a few other people talking about Vans and Converse on here. For Los Angeles, Chucks and Cortez. A bunch of people said Cortez, SGV Cortez. Rissa said born and raised Dunk. And I think that is very representative of Los Angeles. That shoe embodies LA. I agree with that. Maryland and either foams or New Balances. I have heard that. Yes.
Yep. New York Air Force Ones.
Air Force Ones.
I definitely see. Someone also
or
said
Tim's.
Yeah,
for sure. Tim's
in here too. Yeah.
North Carolina, all the UNCs. Someone put PEs.
Not PEs. Damn. That's very specific, and no one really owns that many PEs like that.
What? No. I'll just say UNCs.
Yeah.
Chicago and Jordans. Absolutely. South Central California, Nike Cortez.
Yep.
Miami, and at the moment, everyone got runners on. I feel like that fits very well because, like, Miami is right by the beach. I feel like runners outside. The weather in Miami, it doesn't get as cold. I don't feel like I've never been out there when it's been as cold as like out here in LA.
Okay.
I feel like Miami's like, it does get chilly, but it's like when it rains, it's still like warm and humid. It's very like tropical. So I feel like runners make sense.
Okay.
Someone said DC foams for sure.
Foams
New Balance, yes. Nike boots.
Damn. Atlanta doesn't get credit for being an Air Max 95 city. People think it's Air Force Ones, but nah. New Jersey, Nike made me a one of three bespoke Air Max 1 to represent New Jersey and the DTX. Send us pictures. Yeah. That'd be cool. New York and Wallabies. Oh, okay. That's different.
Yeah, I feel those vibes.
Manchester and Adidas. Terrace?
Samba,
just like Sambas.
Okay. Manchester. Canada, no idea, but I'm an SB head. Coming from SB freak.
Not yourself.
I'm dead. What would Canada be? Nocta?
The OVO 12s, the OVO 8s.
Maybe. What were those last shoes he did?
I don't even know. The Nocta?
Was it? What were they called? Just Nocta? I
don't even know.
Chuck's Cortez Vans, yes. Yeah. And do we get Jordan 1s since it's the same OG California skaters wore them? True, because I feel like Dunks and Jordan 1s was definitely like a skater thing.
Yeah.
Someone said what the Air Force One for LA.
What, the LA Air Force?
Yeah, Orange County, Tom's, Element, Just Kidding, Vans. Yeah, I feel like Vans, very fitting for OC. El Monte, any shoe purchased from Sally's. Hell yeah. Shout out Sally.
Shout out Sally. Someone's from Nevada, and they said Air Max 1s.
Baltimore, Air Force Ones.
Atlanta, I don't wear them, but I'll say white Air Force Ones. No other city sells more. Okay.
New York, obviously got to be Tim's.
Mexico, El Grito,
Jordan 5. I feel like that's very specific. That very much so represents Mexico. But I'm curious, like, what people have on feet. Yeah, like what do people have on feet out there besides the huaraches? Like their sandals. St. Louis, Reebok Classics, and of course Air Force Ones. I do feel like Air Force One is like definitely a universal shoe nationwide, because I feel like it definitely resonates with New York, but I feel like it definitely like down south.
Yeah. I can see that too.
So okay, well thanks for sharing, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. I learned a lot about you. A lot about you and your sneaker choices.
I'm dead.
Nice.
Oh, this is cute.
Well, before we head out of here, as always, don't forget to follow us.
Yes.
On all of our social media platforms. We're keeping this short and cute this week.
We definitely are.
Because we will be back on live on Instagram on Tuesday, April
15th, I believe, yes.
At 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. God, there's so much stuff to remember.
It's okay. And then 10 p.m. East Coast time over there. And then, like she said, hit subscribe on the YouTube, Sneaky League Pod, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere else you can look up Sneaky League Pod.
Anywhere else. You tell us, because what the fuck? Why would you be like, where else is it going to be?
Yeah, tell us where, if there's fake accounts.
Right, man. And yeah, if you're in Coachella this weekend, come say hi to me.
Yes, come say hi to Janelle.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Bye.